lacking symmetry. Enemy inside of me, believing I'm not fit to be the person with the perfect purpose, non-existent entity. Savage of this brain feels there wasn't birth on earth.
What's up, guys? We are back for another Renegade Friday, or Patreon, another normal day. But thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Casey, KingCanada.
And I'm Laura the Rookie. Excuse me.
We do a 3, 2, 1 countdown before we start, and she still wasn't ready.
Okay, I have allergies and it's kind of bugging me lately, so that's why I'm itchy and anyways, let's get into it.
Yeah, we are going to pretty much dive right into this video. This is a longer one. This is Money Game Part 3. If you guys haven't seen it, we reacted to 1 and 2. Loved them both. The video for Part 1 was absolutely insane. And the breakdown of Part 2 was just genius.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. It was absolutely incredible. And from a lot of you guys telling us to react to Money Game Part 1, 2, and 3, like the trilogy, a lot of you said I can't wait for you guys to get to 3. So here we are, Part 3, Money Game, Ren.
Man, I feel like I'm always on a roller coaster. Like there was a comment, I need to just buy an extra Kleenex so I don't forget it, just to leave it here.
Yeah.
Because the first one had me like a little
nervous,
scared,
eerie,
a little tense.
The video was nuts.
Especially when he pulls out the bag, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah,
and
what's he
then
gonna
the second
do?
one, I'm like, okay, yeah, I like it. Like it's more chill and it's like a nursery rhyme, you know? And, but now I saw this is the video again, so now
here's the conclusion, I guess, from Part 1. And we know how creative he is with his videos. I know you guys comment that he has like a close friend. I always forget the name. There's a lot of names you guys, everybody throws at us. I can't remember the name, but shout out to the guy who does a lot of his videos because they're so well done. Beautifully shot. And we're going to get right into it. This is a longer video.
All around, eh?
Yeah, big time. Ren, Money Game Part 3. Here we go. It's like the Addams Family stuff. Got the rope around his neck.
Yeah.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing. top of the bunch, and when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20.
Alright, we ran but I just want to pause there because a lot of true, like the dad, like that, a lot of people are raised like that. You don't take what you don't take. Like
I think
the world doesn't give you
anything.
Take what you want. Yeah, and it's like
Or
right from the
even
kid
if
as a
it's
young
not-
age is being bred to be greedy. Literally from a young age, it's bred to be money is everything. You're not a man until you have worth. You can wear a suit. You can. Own a house, and man, this is so good. This like, as a hip hop artist, and like, wow, he's rhyming these words and putting them together is blowing my mind.
I know. To me, it doesn't honestly feel like music. It feels more of just like a story time, like a musical in a sense. Like it's got a really cool storyline.
Imagine him in a play, like Ren doing a play.
I know.
That'd be incredible.
No, I know. I totally agree. But I was just kind of playing off of what you said too. Of like that's how a lot of people are raised, even if it's not in like as blatant, blunt way. Like I know even like my parents, they told me like, "Kate, like make sure you get a good education so you can go to school, so you can get a job, so you can like buy your house." You know what I mean? So it's like they were trying to help me in a way, but it wasn't
like go for where the money is. Your parents wanted you to do what you found happy doing.
Yes,
same
but
with
they always instilled that money is still important in
yeah,
order to
savings, yeah, but
right?
it wasn't.
So it's like even if it comes from like a good-natured heart, like your brain is just on that wheel now
money is
and
just
trying
everything.
to catch it.
Yeah, and like I said, I was lucky enough where like money's a big thing. He wants, our parents want us to be well off, but it's like my dad was big on also, you do your time, your bumps and grinds through minimum wage jobs and stuff when you're a teenager and stuff like that, to get a feel for it. But if you're not enjoying what you love to do, you're kind of just wasting your time. And
we are lucky that was instilled.
I'd rather make $20 an hour doing absolutely what I love to do than making $80 an hour hating my fucking life every day.
Yeah. But it's true. Just to add one little thing, and we'll go back into it too. It's like they said to follow your dreams, but it's just, to be honest, for a long time, I didn't even know.
Oh, my bad, sir.
What excited me, and I always applauded you for finding music and being good in that, because it was something that I've never had or experienced before, and I'm like, how do people just know the direction? Like I know it's like follow your heart and like what sparks your soul, but like what happens if you're just caught in that loop, like you don't even know anymore? And I felt like I've been in there for such a long time, and it's just like now doing this show and
so fun. And I know we're not making like a living doing this show or reactions, but like it's what you love to do, and when you have to go in, like we're going in, okay, we got to film today for a couple hours, while our son's at school or our parents are watching their son or something like that, and but it's not something you're like, I gotta do this today. It's always like, okay, well, how do we find a way to film today? It's just so fun.
And then this is like the stepping stone for me too, to like I love doing this, but I know I have more interest and I have more to me too. So now I'm at the point in my journey, and I'm in my 30s, and I'm just starting to kind of figure it out. It's so weird, but it's
never too old to figure it out.
Yeah, and it's just exciting now that I'm getting to the point where I am trying to break away from that mold and really just kind of find my own lane and figure out what excites me. And I feel like a lot of people don't even know that, because as you said, as he said perfectly, you're so ingrained to just focus on surviving that you don't know what life and living is.
Yeah, exactly. But now you're the rookie. So you're good. Actually, by now you should be the pro.
Not the rookie because you can always learn something.
You should graduate.
Right? And there's no expectation, so I love it.
After a couple of years, you'll be the veteran. We'll get back into this. This is absolutely well done. His videos too, man. Oh my
so
gosh.
freaking cool.
He sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18 and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25 and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket. 35, he gets the call. I'm sorry son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack, I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor said,
Here, real quick before that continues. Never take a dark turn. He never made it to where, like, he kind of inspired to be and then turned left and went to this, you know, the selling of illegal product.
The money and fame and
nothing else. And
trying to find that next level ended up just.
And I like how he said he's like one night with the prostitute just for a night of passion, because you can't feel. You're not feeling emotion at this point. Unless you have the money, that's your emotion. But like,
you're not feeling the light emotions.
You're not driving
like
for love.
Passion, compassion, empathy.
Driving for
peace.
money.
Yeah. You're feeling, you know, like the stress, the greed, like all the negative.
Feeling you're never good enough the whole time because he never was the top of the power. Like, don't be second place, you know, be fucking first place. And
which is so funny because, like, they always say that money can't buy happiness, right? So I guess that's kind of what they mean.
Yeah,
That you don't really get to feel happiness unless you were in alignment with that already.
This guy's life revolves around money, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters. He'll kill to get it. He'll rip you off to get it. He'll do whatever to make sure that the money is like his, is like identity.
His life source.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Video's nuts when he's talking about the cartel and the guys start running. It's like so well done. Yeah. Man. Oh my gosh. It's like
watching live art.
I know. Like
I know music is hard to begin with, but
a play would be amazing. All right, here we go. Might just let it ride to the end here.
Leave him in a hospital ward, a bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck.
He's gonna like deteriorate. There we go.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40, and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Cut the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
The first one, he poured the gas on himself.
Jesus.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
Oh my gosh.
That was so good.
This is so good. This is blowing my mind. Another dungeon
45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Oh my gosh. That was absolutely amazing. That was so
good.
I've heard, there's a lot of stories that talk about like hip hop songs or songs in general that talk about like greed and story and corruption. This was like, I thought part 2 was really well written. This is insane.
Yeah,
I had chills. I can't stop laughing because wow.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm in shock too. There's so much to like unpack.
Yeah.
That like my brain is just kind of like the old internet symbol where it's just trying to catch up and it's just yeah.
This is another one. Video, amazing, well done. But without a video, he's so descriptive where, like I was saying with the NF song, when we reacted to the NF story.
Yeah.
It's like, of course, the video, absolutely amazing. I prefer the video, but even without, if he didn't release one, you can feel it, you can see it. But I also like in his videos when like everything cuts off and then you just hear the footsteps, the rattling of the coat getting put on,
yeah,
or the wheeling of the wheels, because it gets you like,
it pulls you in.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and then he hits his message, and I like even the callback, like I'm 40 now, like, and then he was talking about when he was like, 3 and he was playing in the pavement of the streets, but now he's 43 and he can't even go out in the streets, and it all reversed everything he was doing from like 1 to 5, 40 to 45. He couldn't do any of the.
Yeah, that's
it
true.
just
And then
reverted
he ended up,
back.
taking his life at his dad's age too.
Yeah.
That's
because he had nothing. Like, money was his source of happiness. He had nothing to show for his life. Because even all, like, you can be rich as hell, and I'm sure you can pass money on to grandkids and stuff, but when we're all gone, how much does that money really do for you? Like, you know, like in the long run, you can't bring it with you when you die, but you can bring love, you can bring happiness, you can bring passion. Like, that's just insane. Because I couldn't think ever putting like I couldn't put anything like above you. Like money, like you're my love, you're my passion. You and Ben, my son, our son, and my nephew Justin. Like, that's my life, my passion. And
yeah, but the thing is, though, is like we're lucky that we've had that. Like, as we said, not like in this story is a prime example where it shows that some people are just born to keep thinking that from the beginning.
Wasn't it?
You don't even really understand what like really love feels like, you know?
People never had a chance, and it even says in the one line, the school system teaches you to be like sheep, and it's so true. You conform to the system, to the factory work. We're all factory workers lined up to make the guy above us richer. Well, a lot of us, especially in today's day and age, are struggling to buy groceries. Like, you can't even. Man,
but
money's
like,
gone so insane.
Like, for me, like, I'm at to the point in my life where it's just like I understand the dark so much that like I can appreciate it so that I can be grateful more. Like, people
like where
who struggling
we are now.
for like people struggling for groceries. Like, I get so grateful that like I don't have to eat crackers and ramen every single night, and that we can make like healthy meals for our family. And I love the fact that like our love is so strong. Like, still one of my favorite dates that we had was we just sat out on the lake and we just talked.
Yeah, it's crazy. And like you're saying, the ramen noodles and stuff. But I'm also grateful, like, if you can, that's all you can buy if you have it. You know. Like,
no, I know. I was just saying, like, I'm grateful that like, because we were, especially when we were in school, we were at that point. You know?
We were eating a handful of cereal a day. That's all we could get by. We were broke.
Like, if that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I've been there and I know what that feels like, and I was grateful for that. But like, I'm grateful for what that like. There's more.
Yeah.
You know? And
well, for me, it's definitely like this house. We got lucky to have our son having food on the table. We got the roof and the food. I don't need a 60-inch TV. I don't need you know, the PS7 or whatever it's going to be coming out, or, you know, we're still playing like, we can play an old game on a PS2. I mean, you would have a blast playing Spyro or something, you know?
Yeah.
Just the simple things in life that just give us joy, and not always searching for, we're always searching to improve, like, don't get me wrong, but we're not always searching for like what's better. Grass is not always greener on the other side. And
yeah, and I
incredible
guess
song.
The story of that, we'll try to, like, we always go on for frickin' rants on
Yeah.
this, but I guess
does
the main thing that I'm really grateful for is that I have been raised to always question my beliefs and values, like, as I grow up and as I learn.
Yeah.
To the point now where it's just like, I don't want to be in the money game, you know what I mean? Like, I would be so happy, like, if, let's say we won the lottery, like, you build your own community, you have your own homestead, you can grow your own food, and you're just left alone.
Help others, and 100%, and still live a modest life. Always would, always have, and yeah. Well, thank you guys for this suggestion. Shout out G Bones, who got us into Ren in the first place, and also suggested this as well. It's been that was incredible. That blew my mind. That was one of the most well-written songs I think I could honestly recall hearing in a long, long time.
And now they never will, but this should be something that should be implemented into the schools. I
was gonna say that too. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in this long, hearing this ramble at the end. The guys who stick to the end, appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't made it to the end, let us know, like, kind of what got you into your Ren journey or anything like that in the comments. Let us know a little bit, and we just appreciate you guys sticking around the whole time and following us, supporting us. Like we said, we have Patreon, all that fun stuff. But we're going to let you guys go. We listened to the song. You guys already heard it, so you know. But I just appreciate you guys love watching us reacting to it. So thank you guys. I was KC, KingCanada.
And I'm Laura the Rookie.
We'll see you guys next Friday, or if you're on Patreon, soon.
See you soon.
Take it easy, guys.
Take care until next time. Bye.
Independent, filling all the seats. independent. Summon all the heat, independent. BTB, we are tremendous. Team on the rise, insurrection. Game will deny the insurrection. Crew has arrived, insurrection. KC's time, an insurrection. Breaking all the beats.